Going to interview Develle Grier from the movie Electric Addiction. He should be on in a few minutes. I just wanted to make sure the connection and everything was a-okay. Hi. We'll be starting in like 2 minutes. He has to request me, I think. Ooh, this movie's gonna be so good. I can't wait. I'm in the movie. I have a small part in the movie. I play myself. I play myself. Hey, Ebony. Happy Turkey Day, everybody. What's up, Esther? Are you guys full like me? I'm so full. Gotta cover up. All right, there he is. You have to add me, Develle, so we could get started. My Thanksgiving was good. I just actually finished eating like 15, 20 minutes ago. What's up, Brian? What's up, Lexi? Here he goes. Waiting for him to get on my line. Get on my line. Hey, get on my line. Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Full.
Full?
Full.
What'd you cook? Did you cook something? Did you bring something?
How No.
You didn't make anything?
Nah, I actually ended up having to work a little bit today. So by the time I was done, pulled up, everything was already ready. So you know how that be. Smash time.
That's nice. So what time was your family food done around? Yeah.
So I worked until 4. So everybody was like, it's gonna be done around 12. And if you're not here, oh well.
Right.
I got home maybe around 4:35. They was like,
Still not.
it ain't ready yet. It ain't ready yet. It's coming though. And I'm like, I know.
Fun. That's funny. My food didn't get done till about 5:30.
Yeah, black time though.
Yeah, and I only made sides. I didn't even make it like crazy, but I took my time. I took my time though.
I feel it. Yeah, turkey don't go in till about 1 o'clock.
Right, exactly. Well, happy Thanksgiving to you and
Happy
yours.
Thanksgiving.
Of course, I gotta ask, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for all my friends and everything. They kind of they keep me in check. When I'm out here tripping.
Yeah.
I'm just thankful that everything going on right now. I'm in good spirits and stuff, and thankful that the people around me are kind of like helping me keep that in check too.
That's cool. That's good. I love that. I'm thankful for my
How
family.
about you? What you thankful for?
I'm thankful for my family. Times is hard right now. A lot of people couldn't be with their families and like travel to see their families, or even if they're in the same state, same city, can't go see their.
Hmm.
I'm thankful that I was able to see my family and share today with them, because that's a privilege. So that's what I'm thankful for.
That's cool. And I got a real small family. It's just me, my mom, and my brother that are up here.
Okay.
I was getting group messages from my brother down in Texas, all of my uncles and cousins. They
Yeah.
out there killing it right now. My brother deep
Yeah.
fried a turkey, and I'm like, I'm about to block all of y'all. I can't do this right now.
Fried turkey is the best. It's like the
Man,
best. Yeah.
auntie over there showing out with the baked mac, and I'm like, don't talk to me right now. I'm emotional because I can't get a scoop.
You are funny. All right, let's get into it. I met you when we were filming this film called Electric Addiction.
Diction, yes.
Yes. So let's just talk about a little bit about that. How long have you been acting first? Let's do some background.
I've been acting probably for as long as I can remember, honestly. Not unlike, a stage or anything like that, but it all kind of started when I was younger. When my brother was getting married, he was essentially moving out, and he left me a box of stuff. And in the box was a camcorder.
Okay.
and I had the best time with that. It
Nice.
was just me recording myself doing like my favorite Saturday morning cartoons in my own kind of way.
Okay.
And my mom saw something in that, and she's like, "We gonna you not normal. We gonna get you into some stuff."
Okay.
And it kind of just slowly evolved with that. I started with theater, like actually seriously, maybe when I was kind of like I want to say 13, and just kept at it. And it's starting to roll and everything, and I've just been doing it ever since, loving it.
Okay. So was Electric Edition your first movie?
Yes, Electric Edition was my first real audition into on film acting too. I was theater for a long time, and I finally got it together. I talked with a bunch of coaches, and I started doing a lot of trainings on camera because they're totally different.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't translate to being able to do both.
Mm.
So it took a lot of hard work. You know, in theater, you're always taught to do big because, you know, you're in a stadium or, you know, you're in a theater with like, you know, over 100 people. So you got to project your voice really
Yep.
loud. And on camera, everything is caught because everything is zoomed in. So you got to kind of bring it all down.
Mm.
And it was really hard for me at first because I'm a really loud, eccentric theater type person. So
Right.
it took a while, and I finally got the courage to kind of like get some headshots done, and I took a bunch of classes, and I was like, I want to start throwing my name out there for on camera work, and I sent the email to Alan and Kobe, and they responded, and it was that they
Wow.
liked me, they brought me in for a callback, and then
Okay.
they finally said, hey, we like you, and I was like.
And how did you hear about the film? Like what drew your interest to even audition for the film?
What I remember from the email, it said experimental film.
Mm.
And me being kind of crazy, I kind of was like, experimental? I like where this is going. So I was like, it kind of started, I just threw my name everywhere. Like I was just throwing my name and my shots everywhere.
Mm.
But that one kind of poked out to me. I was glad he responded because the headshot I sent him was kind of crazy.
Be crazy.
It was kind of crazy. It's on the official Electric Addiction site. It's not your typical headshot. But I was like, I'm gonna you know throw him a twist, throw him my personality, as such, and it,
That's
they
what
responded.
it worked. Sometimes you
It
have to
worked. Yeah,
yeah, sometimes you have to take chances and not be like the norm basic, you know,
exactly.
uh thing that everybody is basically submitting to. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to be too left
Don't
field.
want to be too crazy, but you know, let them know your personality a little bit.
Want to
You
stand
know.
out. So that's
Yeah.
dope. You did that. So you were interested after you saw the email, saw experimental,
Yeah.
and you were like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna try it."
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah. So
And
who do
then
you play in the movie?
I'm sorry. What was that?
Who do you play in the movie?
I play DJ Clay. Um, Essentially DJ, when we were in our meeting, kind of like creating the characters and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be like DJ Quick, you know,
Okay.
less
Okay.
DJ, but more like more rapper, you know. Not, you know, I wanted to be the rapper, but they
Okay.
were like,
Like a whole bunch of different like talents.
exactly, you know, I wanted to kill them with the bars and stuff, but they was like, we gonna make you more like producer DJ in the sense,
Okay.
like K Tronada or Metro Boomin, because you be rapping too, but on the producer side, and I'm like, all right, that's cool.
That's
So
fun.
I'm like, I'll work with it. It's a lot of give and take in these meetings. So um, they said that, and we basically had a whole brainstorm. So me being DJ Clay, who am I? What am I doing? What's my story? Why
Mhm.
am I in the situation that I'm in the film, and basically what's going on?
Okay. Are you different from your character, DJ Clay, in the film?
In a sense, yes, but
Okay.
the film talks about kind of real life things with the name Electric Addiction. It
Mhm.
kind of takes on like everybody's got something going on, and in particular to this film, everybody's got a gadget, something, some piece of technology that they're kind of like subconsciously know that it's a problem, but it's like whatever. You know how they talk about, some people are on Facebook the entire day. Somebody always has a phone in their hand. Somebody, all the technology. I got a smartwatch on, and it's like people are just, tuned into, technology on an everyday basis that it can kind of, it's an addiction as
Yeah.
such. It can kind of take over your life, and it kind of, so there was things that I brought in, to make DJ Clay, but for the most part, he's me. But there's some things that I put out there that I was like, just to have fun with. Like
That was
that's the
different.
part. Yeah, that's the part with coming with movies. You get to make somebody, especially if it's not someone that was already made in like history books or retellings of such. So I got to basically create this person from the ground up, and I did take pieces of myself and put them into DJ Clay.
All right, that's cool. What would you say, because the film is called Electric Addiction, what would you say your electric addiction is? Don't lie now, you gotta be honest.
All right, so I'm addicted to. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I got my smartwatch on and everything like that. So I would say I'm trying to get better with my phone, and I actually started to notice that like I gotta put this down. And I'm not the type of person to be texting and driving or anything like that. I'm always good with that.
Good.
I put it away when I'm driving and stuff. But definitely like my headphones,
Okay.
with my music in, like and I'm ashamed to say this, I got 4 pairs of headphones
I, I ain't nothing wrong with that for me.
that I use. That I got 2 gym. I got one like good quality, and then I got my buds, and it's a problem with my buds because I use them at work, and
Oh God.
while I'm on the job and stuff like that, I kind of sneak one in and like hear everything with the other. So I mean, yeah, it's a little bit of a electric addiction, if you will.
Sick having your headphones on and then you said like your phone. Those are your like electric addictions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think music. I think that's a good addiction to have. You know what I mean? Like,
It keeps me sane. It keeps you sane, don't it? Like,
uh,
you always got to have like the theme song to your life for per se.
okay. So, do you do music? Are you a musician at all? No.
I I played the drums for about 3 years. I got pretty good at it, but when I got to high school, I kind of just I stopped. I got lazy, and I was kind of getting kind of tired of it.
Mhm.
Not so much the playing part, but just kind of like dealing with like all the teachers and stuff like that. And I kind of like doing my own thing, and then I kind of just got lazy and I stopped. But probably the drums. I want to learn how to do the piano though.
You should.
That I want to learn, and I'm always telling myself like I want to do the piano. I would love to learn the guitar,
Okay.
but I just gotta strap down and actually kind of grind it out.
That's dope. I actually started taking guitar lessons last week.
Oh, really? Electric or
Yeah, well, I have both. I have electric and acoustic, but I'm learning
okay?
acoustic because I don't have an
Acoustic
amp.
is
I don't need an amp. He said I don't need an amp because it's not like I'm playing for like a
exactly, yeah.
crowd or anything like that. But yeah, it's cool. It's
That's
cool.
good for you, because you can just vibe out with it.
The only thing I don't like is he said that like I might get calluses on my fingers, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah,
Like that.
hours and hours of practice with the drums. I understand it. Just the finger work and all that intricacies and stuff. Just learning how to when I had to get my rudiments down for morning practice and rolling and stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
you definitely get some rough hands from them.
that's crazy. So you said you are a little bit like your character, DJ Clay. Uh,
Yes.
but so like the differences in your character, how did you make him different than you? When you needed to make him different than you? Like where did you draw from? Where did you get inspiration from? Like how did you differentiate the two, yourself and your character, DJ Clay?
So the fun thing about creating a character, you can kind of map out parts of your life when you made a decision, either for the better or worse,
Huh?
and you had an outcome, and you can think about the consequences of what the latter would have been. What if I did this with these friends and this bad thing happened, the good thing happened, and you can kind of like our mind just makes us wonder about the good and the bad, the pros and the cons and stuff, even just from growing up and stuff. And then when I looked at DJ Clay, he obviously has an addiction of sorts. And
Right.
then basically being in the music industry, there's a lot of other things that come into play.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of put into the spotlight, and with that, plethora of different things. There can be, drugs, sex, the opposite sex coming at you, constant, the media lying on you, just things going wrong. And a lot of stress can happen with that. And, people deal with stress in different ways, whether it be self-medicate, whether it's just drinking, anything like that. And I'm not big of a drinker, but I have friends that are. So I brought, some of the troubles that some of my friends may have come in, some family members may have come into. And I look about the experiences that they dealt with certain things like, certain things like that, and what they had to deal with and how it may have affected them.
Yeah.
And we kind of brought that into what it could do to DJ Clay,
Mm-hmm.
with, drinking, because, something happens in the movie where he gets in some trouble,
Yeah.
and phones are on every single person, and everybody's got a camera in their pocket, everybody has access to the internet in their pocket,
Mm-hmm.
and phones are on a celebrity at all times. You see, TMZ, they just you can see everything, and
Yeah.
you don't know the true story of what behind what happens in a 10-second clip, a 30-second clip. And some things happen, and they get blown out of proportion. And with that, a lot of stress can happen to you. So I took some, I want to say, justices, and seeing what friends and family went through with stress. Even myself, can't say I'm not stressed out or anything like that. So I just took things that everyday people go through and just
Okay.
brought it into them that I may not have experienced,
Mm-hmm.
and some things I did experience and how I dealt with them too. So you get to have fun with a character like that.
Yeah.
Um, and it was fun, kind of like playing around and experimenting.
Yeah.
We did a bunch of different takes, and we got a bunch of different results out of it. And that was the fun thing about doing this with them. Alan and Kobe,
Yeah.
they were my team with the camera and the mic, and Kobe's the one that kind of took the reins of me and him talking about who DJ Clay was as a person, some of the situations that he went through,
Mm-hmm.
and how he's dealing with them. And it was a lot of fun talking with them and brainstorming with them on things that we can add to them.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just fun doing that and kind of making who he was as a person.
I love it. So what stood out to me for the movie is two things, actually. One, that I shot on an iPhone.
Yeah,
That was like,
yeah,
be a part of the movie. And I was like, cool, cool. And then they were like, shot on an iPhone. I was like, iPhone. Wait a minute. What did I get myself into? But it was just so like dope. I'm like,
yeah,
this is dope. Like I saw some of the, footage back and I'm like, this is perfect. Like you don't need nothing else but an iPhone.
exactly. Yeah, that's the cool thing about technology now. We can shoot movies from our phones in our pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And huge shout out to Alan, because he did the research. Alan's the director of Electric Addiction, for those who don't know. Huge shout out to Alan because he did the research on what he needed to essentially download from different apps and what he could use, because the iPhone he has can shoot 4K. It has 4K capabilities. And he found the tools that he needed, and we just ran with it. And it was really cool because we didn't need to haul a bunch of different things. We didn't need a lot of crazy lighting. We didn't need a whole camera, the rig, the mic. We had an iPhone. We had a tripod.
Yep.
Yeah, like
That's
it
it,
was
really.
minimal as possible. It was crazy.
Yeah. And then like the second thing that like made this movie very interesting to me was the fact that it was like improv. Like they're like so where's my script? They're like, "Oh, no, you're just this is they gave me what this they set up the scene. This is
Yeah,
what's so they, obviously they give you that. And then it
yeah.
was go. And I'm like,
Go,
go.
do it.
Wait a
Do
minute.
the thing.
What am I supposed to do? They're like, this is what you just
Yeah,
talk, you know?
yeah, it was
Feel about the improv. This being your first movie and it's improv. That's dope. How do you feel about that?
it was scary at first. Being a theater background, we have lines. We have
Right.
lines, we have staging, we have placing. I gotta do this at this part, at this point.
Yep.
Ad lib, we don't ad lib in theaters. So coming into it, when I first auditioned, I had lines. I knew what I was needed to do. And then we had our brainstorming session and they were like, we're shooting it on iPhone and we're gonna probably show up hour and a half before we're gonna start filming and we're just gonna hash everything out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. And don't get me wrong, it was a lot of fun, but at that moment when we're like, this is the situation, this is what needs to happen, we need to fall on these points here, everything else is you.
Yeah.
It was scary. It was a lot, not so much scary that, I don't know if I can do it. I know I can do it. I can do it.
Right.
But kind of like just thinking on the fly, it
Mm-hmm.
kind of humanizes the movie because they're real responses. We
Mm-hmm.
had obviously set up situations, but it was how would you respond if someone said this? How would you respond if someone said that to you? And you're
Mm-hmm.
like, boom. And Rod actually helped me. He was my teammate on a bunch, and big shout out to Rod. He helped me out a bunch with that because
Yeah.
he had some. He was kind of held back from it too
Mm-hmm.
because him being he's been killing the game for a while. He's
Yeah.
a great actor. He kind of took me in like this is what we need to talk about here. What would you say in the situation?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, let's not do that. Let's talk about this. Okay, but I'm your big brother. He played my brother in the film. He's
Mm-hmm.
like, brother, how would you talk to your big brother? You know, in your entire life, it's me and you. It's just me and you. I'm not your friend. I'm not an acquaintance. I'm not, somebody you just met. I'm your brother. How would
Right.
you talk to your brother? And I'm like, damn, that's how I would talk to my brother.
Right.
like I know you since we came up, and it was like it made it more real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah. What was your favorite part about shooting the film?
I like being a rapper. I ain't gonna front. Look, I got to be braggadocious.
Sorry, somebody called me. It's Thanksgiving.
Fix your Wi-Fi.
You know what I mean? It's Thanksgiving. What do you do? I told everybody that I know, like, don't call me at a certain
I
time.
had to put mine on Do Not Disturb because people be playing with me.
This is real. It's live. This is happening
Yeah,
live. I'm like, hello?
nah, but it was a lot of fun being something that I'm not really like in that pocket. So like I got to kind of live that. I got to dress up. I had a gold chain on me, and I was just like I felt like that dude. And it was a lot of fun shooting the scene with you. Shouts out to you. Was that your debut in
Yes,
acting?
yes, yes. My debut. That's the first film
And
too.
I gotta say, you killed it because when they told you, yeah, we don't have lines, you gotta ad lib everything.
Like,
I'm like, let me see what she got right here.
God, I was so nervous. Like, you have no idea. I was so nervous. I'm like, here I'm in a room full of actors. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, theater. You know what I'm saying? I did a couple of plays, but like, you know what I mean? I'm like, I do radio. Like I'm behind the scenes. I don't have cameras in my face, whether it's the iPhone or a lot of cameras. Like, and then it was like ad lib. I'm like, what? But it was fun. Our scene together was fun.
it was a lot of fun, and you gotta help me out too, because you came in with it smooth. You did your thing, and it was smooth. And when you finally called me over, I was kind of taken aback. I'm like, oh, is it my turn now? No, so I keep on talking. Oh, it is. I'm like, okay, she too quick. She's too quick. That's that radio right there. That's that radio background.
My role was me basically.
Yeah,
So
you have to be you. That's easy. You just like, all right, I'm hosting an event. I can do this.
okay, I guess I got it. That's cool. So, what would Develle tell DJ Clay, or what kind of advice would you give DJ Clay in regard, without giving too much of the movie away, in regard to electric addiction? What kind of advice would you give him?
I mean, I don't think I'm the one to be giving out advice, but if it was a sit down 1-on-1, just like this, me talking to DJ Clay, I'd be like, man, count your blessings.
Yeah.
You got to understand what good you have in front of you.
Yeah.
And for some of the situations, make sure that your circle that you keep around you is there for you and not there for the glitz and the glam, because it's not going to be there forever.
Yeah.
And as soon as it's gone, you're going to see who's really there for you. So just make sure the circle that's around you is actually there for you. And he probably tell me some things too, but
He definitely would. He's a free spirit.
he's a free spirit. I don't know if that's a good or bad, but in the situation, yeah.
All right, so I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna ask you one more question, and I'm gonna let you go because I know it's Thanksgiving. You want to be with your family. Give me 3 words, only 3 words to sum up electric addiction. 3 words to describe the movie.
3?
Only.
Now you heard me rambling the whole time. You know I can talk for days, and you want me to break it down to 3. Okay.
That's 3.
3.
Yes.
I would say fun.
Okay. Fun.
For the viewers and everybody alike. It's gonna be fun. Fun.
Fun. Okay.
Weird.
I like
Real
that.
weird. Real weird. Shouts out to Oni for the music that he provided for it. It's trippy.
I like
so weird.
I like that word. I like that. Okay. Fun, weird, and what else?
Fun, weird. Real.
Okay.
Real characters, real situations, you know.
Yeah.
The way the movie's set up, there's a lot of things going on, and everybody crosses paths with each other. So it brings some realness to it, and it sheds light on, you know, everyday occurrences, what's going on. So it's real, you know.
Fun, weird, and real.
And that's weird saying all those 3 random things, but yes.
If you was really like about that rapper life, you would have put some bars together.
I'd have been like, you know, it's DJ Clay up in this thing. I ain't no rapper. Don't put me on the spotlight.
We're gonna edit that. We're gonna try to I'm gonna send it to Alan, see if he can edit that part out.
No, because when we was at Stadium Sounds, shouts out to you for the hookup on that one. Shouts out to Stadium Sounds for that. We was with Okay Nice. He had to put me on blast with the bars. I tried to do something else in the studio, but
really
it didn't slap like that. So I'm gonna stick in my producer role. It's best that I'm not like it's best I ain't the rapping DJ.
That is funny. Well, thank you for your time. Electric Addiction comes out December. Oh, you gonna put the December 4th?
December 4th, December 5th, December 4th or 5th. Somebody, I know one of y'all in the comment section that know. That's in the film.
I really don't. It just keeps everything just says December. Let me know something.
Actually, I lied.
Character, so you know more information than I do.
Actually, I lied. Don't get me on that. It's in December. Coming soon in December. Alan gonna kill me.
Alan, he's watching.
I know he finna come to my house and strangle me.
So December.
The movie
will be out 2020.
2020. Be on the lookout.
Oh no, the 18th. The 18th.
18th. Shouts out to Lauren. Gang, gang, gang.
Boom, boom. December 18th, the movie will be out. There will be some promo and more information on the release and how you can see it. Cast and crew premiere is the 4th. So you was right. So we get the exclusive.
My bad, Alan.
We get the exclusive. Hey, I get see how I do. Be like, okay, it's good. Everybody can watch it. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much, because you know I ain't good at talking, so shout out to you for helping me along the way. You know, you do this.
You did so good.
Appreciate that.
Come on.
I'll take it. I'll take that. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Have fun. Enjoy the rest of your turkey day.
I will. Thank you. Hope you do too.
All right. Bye.
Bye.